All right, here we go. So I definitely had a little bit of a mistake there. I'm not even sure why that just happened, but it did. What's going on, everybody? Do apologize. I had another stream kind of lined up there, but I had some issues. The orientation was that way, even though I started it off long ways. So if you're watching on the replay, I do appreciate you watching this stream. On today's stream, I'm going to be going ahead and talking about some of the issues I've been having in some of my tanks recently. Or not in my tanks. If you've been following along in my channel here, I got some new filters that I did like, but I had some issues with, which I'll obviously go into detail about. I had some issues in my 29-gallon tank, which is right behind me. Let's think here. And also my 5-gallon nano tank I had an issue with. I'll actually be having a video coming out in about a week regarding that. What's going on, everybody? How's everyone going? I saw Petsaholics in here. How you doing? How you doing? Hope everyone's going good. Yo, what's up, Legacy? How we doing today? Hope everyone's doing well. Gonna be my regular format for live streams tonight. Don't worry, I'll have you guys on a tripod. Gonna do one of these, look at you in the camera quick, and then we'll go ahead and do the regular craziness after I kind of go through this stuff I've been going through down here. Everyone down here is, I don't want to say everyone down here is doing great, but you know, the fan favorites, Steve the Stingray's over here. You know, we got Pete the Prochelatus, Georgie Oscar's over there. What's up, Fancy Tail? Look at Georgie. Look at Georgie. Tank's been doing really well since the big switch I did. You know, there's the Jack Dempsey, the female. The pike, I don't know if you can see him. He's right above my finger over there. Look at all the other fish. Everyone's doing good. Everyone's doing well. Look at that boy. Look at that boy. We'll feed him a little bit later. But, yeah. Hope everyone's doing well. Oh, also, don't forget the nameless betta fish. What's up, Crystal? Nameless betta fish is over there. Should we take a look? We can add that to the list of things, but let's go ahead and take a deep dive into it. 4 things we're going to be talking about. My Fluval canister filter, the 5-gallon nano tank, the 29-gallon, and my betta fish, my platinum betta fish. I had a small issue with that fish, but it's actually going well. We got Mad Fish Diva in the house. We got a bunch of people here, 9 people in here, 7 thumbs up. I appreciate it. So, the Fluval FX6. I went ahead and I was doing, I know you're not really supposed to, I don't know. I went and set up I was feeling good, feeling great. I was doing a lot of work on these tanks. It was actually, I think it was last Monday. It was a little bit ago that I actually went ahead and set up my Fluval FX6. It's right over here. I can't sit down for one of these. I can't be one of these people who stream sitting down. So we're going to be standing up. So the Fluval FX6 is up and running. I had tons of issues setting this up. I started super late setting this up. It was probably 10 o'clock at night. I thought it was going to be a very quick thing. I'm really used to setting up my Sun 304B, and I can do it pretty quickly. So I said, hey, I can probably set up this Fluval FX6 relatively quickly as well. Boy, was I wrong. And the reason why is because they say that this system is self-priming. So I thought that most filters will say, don't add water to it. I did not add water to it, and I couldn't get it going. The tubing in here that goes to the back, the tubing in here, they say that you can't have it on a loop, that it shouldn't be looping down because it'll actually affect the pressure. I thought it wasn't starting because it was looping. So what I did was I cut more. And that is actually cut so deep. There's 2 hoses. The intake is over there. It's right there. It comes in. Let you know, it comes in, goes back down, sucks up, gets filtered, and then goes out through there, through that outtake. I cut that hose super short, so I just made it. I was having a whole big issue. I was literally getting the worst headache doing this. It was such a big pain. I actually got it plugged in and working after I read that you have to add water into this filter. Little did I know that I didn't have these clamps on here. There's clamps that actually hold it over. So this outtake exploded with water because this is a super powerful filter, and there was water all over this area. It was not good. It was not good at all. I got towels, the whole bit. It wasn't good. It smelled like mildew down here for a little bit. Now the clamps. These clamps weren't fitting onto the back of the tank. This is a 125. This is, I believe, an inch. I think it's an inch and a half here of space. And these clamps really didn't fit it that well. So I actually had to go ahead and break it. Overall, I needed to I literally got done setting up the Fluval FX6 on my 125. I'll let you guys look at the fish while I talk. I literally set up the Fluval FX6 in probably 3 hours. It took me forever. I shot footage of me doing it. I was making a video. Honestly, I deleted all the footage. It was just a complete mess. I got so frustrated. So what next? What's next? At 1 o'clock in the morning or 2 o'clock in the morning, I go upstairs and the 5-gallon nano tank filter is not working. It's a PetSmart. Look at Steve. Look at him. He's such a...
I just want to take him out and cuddle with him.
The PetSmart 5-gallon retreat tank, the filter wasn't working. And listen, I have sand substrate. I'm used to filters not working, getting clogged up with some sand. It's light work. I went ahead and took the filter out. It's a little tiny box. It literally is a tiny little filter for a little 5-gallon. And it wasn't working. And I did all my little tricks. I literally ripped it apart to basically be like what the manufacturer gets. And put it back together. It wasn't working unless I manually spun it, and then it would start working for a little bit, and it sounded like it wasn't good. Long story short, at 3 o'clock in the morning, I finally get this thing running, and I say, great, these fish are going to survive. I woke up at 6 o'clock in the morning, 3 hours later, and I heard the filter wasn't working again. If you watched my last video of me doing the fish tour, 3 fish stores in one, I got some crazy fish, and that were inside of that tank. The Scurlomaxis barbatus, pretty rare. It's not a cory, but they call it a cory. The banded cory, the bearded cory. They were in that tank. The tank was also ice cold. IFG, what's going on, man? Thanks for coming by. IFG, gonna see you. Gonna see the interview with you and Ron from Friday Fish Facts at 10 o'clock Eastern, so 2 hours from now. So yeah, I go upstairs and the heater's not working and everything's not working, and it was just a complete mess. I panicked that morning. I set up an emergency tank, and we set up, what up, Cichlid OG? Set up this emergency 5-gallon tank, threw all the fish in there, and we were good to go. So that tank's been up and running now for a little bit, and yeah, the fish have been surviving. There's going to be an update on that soon. Like, there's going to be an updated video I'll be posting. It's good video. Trust me, it's really good. Good things are happening now. Hopefully my luck is changing. But 2 more things that made this the worst fish week of my life. I had some deaths, guys. I had some fish deaths. And I'm not gonna sit around anymore. If you've come to my streams before, I run around all this basement and I go crazy. I work up a sweat. I'm sweating a little bit right now. So yeah, so this tank, I did a water change on this tank, a big one. This tank's been a little bit cloudy recently. I think it has to do with this new piece of wood I added. It's been like chopping up a little bit. So also keep in mind, I'll tell you afterwards. This tank was, so you could see like the little particles, like I'm going to come up with a video about this too. 2 videos coming out that's talked about in this live stream. What's up, Candy? Candy in the house. How you doing? So I did a really big water change to kind of clear this tank up and brought the water to about here. And then on this filter, I went ahead and, you know what, Fancy Tail? The carbon, I don't know if it's going to work because it's, I don't want to ruin anything, but I'll explain why. I wrung out that filter pad really well. And when I say really well, I did it too well. I think I got rid of some of the beneficial bacteria in there. And I had a ammonia. I had an ammonia spike. And it wasn't good. I lost 3 fish. I lost 2 Geophagus proximus. Those are fish that I found. Those are fish that one of my subscribers, Craig from Florida, he sent to me. Gorgeous fish. Not to put a dollar value on them. I just saw someone selling them for $95 each, and they were small. These guys were getting to a nice medium size. They were going to get put into this 125 literally within the next week, and they didn't make it because of the ammonia spike. I mean, if you want to Google Geophagus proximus, they're gorgeous fish. I lost both of the ones I had. It's really unfortunate. And now, if that wasn't so bad, well, Fancy Tail, you just wait, because I had a solution. The ammonia spike is over in this tank. The parameters and everything are good. One last fish I did lose, which it rips my heart out to even say this. I lost my Epistogramma male. This guy was an absolute stunner. This is the best looking, youngest Epistogramma I've ever seen. And if you watched my videos on Tannin Aquatics, you know that I wanted to breed them. Let me see if I can find the female here. There she is. So there's my lonely female. I feel bad for her. They were always together, and he didn't make it. And it's really unfortunate. So what I did to go ahead and solve the ammonia issue was I did 2 pretty big back-to-back water changes on that tank just to get the ammonia levels down. Treated with Seacam Prime. Well, treated the water with Seacam Prime just to get the ammonia non-toxic. And then I took some media out of my 75-gallon tank that has George, my Oscar, and my Jack Dempsey, the female Jack Dempsey, the Rhino Plecos in there, and also a Pike Cichlid. I went ahead and put some of that media into this tank. I took little lava rocks and put them into there, and bada bing, bada boom, daddy. We stabilized this tank. This tank, that happened 2 days ago. These fish are now good. These levels, again, are good. This is a high bioload tank, so taking any media from there, it's going to go well. So the fish are now fine. Now, to show you how fine the fish are in this tank, guys, take a look at this. I'm referencing videos like crazy, but I also made a video on these. This is a breeding pair. They're young, but they're a breeding pair. These are Geophagus steindakeri. He's about, show you a little reference. He's about the size of my finger, maybe a little bit smaller. They will be making it out of this tank soon and going into my 125. So she's holding eggs. See her mouth, the way she's holding it like that, and he's following her around, protecting her. So just to kind of show you that this tank is actually stabilized, they feel comfortable enough to spawn in this tank. And what's really cool is you see these big divots inside this tank. And those divots are from them actually going around the tank and spawning, like trying to lay and see, he's being very protective of her. He's chasing around all the other fish. They're on this side, and then all the other fish are on that side. So really cool. Super excited that this tank is actually back and running. The one downside is, like, after I did the big switch of all of the fish that, you know, taking the Oscar, the Jack Dempsey, and the Pike out of this tank and putting them into this tank, and every single fish except for the Rhino Pleco. Where is he? No, that's the Pike. Where's the Rhino Pleco? The rhino pleco's somewhere around here. Rhino! They hide pretty well. Well, where is he? All right, this is sketching me out a little bit. I've already had plecos jump out of one of my tanks before, and I really want to find this pleco. It's probably my biggest pleco, and I can't find it inside of a 75. Is that him? I think I see him. I think I can see him, guys. Oh no, he's mad. Yo, why you mad, bro? Yo, why you mad, bro? George likes to fight with me. Gotta unfortunately look underneath here sometimes. Thanks, Passion. I one time found a rainbow fish underneath here. It's always unfortunate when you have to look underneath your tank for fish. I think that's him right there. Right there. What do we think? Is that a fish right there? Is that a fish? This is really bothering me right now. But yeah, I'm probably gonna go ahead and take a look in there. I'll put you guys up on the tripod, put my net in there, and see if he comes out. But one last thing, guys. I got this platinum betta fish from Green Oasis Farms. And if you're a betta person, you can kind of tell that had a little bit of fin rot. I'm not sure what happened. It's an isolated tank. I do know that fin rot is kind of normal for these betta fish. It's a brand new tank, but it's kind of not showing up here. I don't know what's going on. But yeah, he's doing fine now. Did some water changes. Been treating the tank with some salt. Been just putting some salt in the back over there, and everything's really going smooth again. You can kind of see the growth of the tail coming back. See that little streamline coming back. He's doing really well. I really like the scape of this tank. I really am trying to change up my scapes on a lot of my tanks. Check this out. Really nice. I really like the way this looks. Here, watch this. Here, let's get the tripod. Now we're gonna go find that pleco. We're gonna find that pleco, guys. Now, I am not a betta fish guy at all. Mike from Green Oasis Farms kind of got me into it. Almond leaf in the betta tank. Hey, I could put an almond leaf in here. Do they like that? I've had the Anubis. I know that they like leaves. That's why I put those over there. Check this out. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Instead of finding Nemo, finding pleco. You got that right. Check out that betta. Matt's Monster Fish. What up, dude? Cool, right? I never had a betta fish before, and someone told me to put a mirror in there, and it fights with itself. It's flaring up and everything. Here, I'll hold it. It's pretty cool, actually. I mean, this fish really needs a name, guys. We don't have a name for it. Maybe in the comment section below, put a little name in there. We can name this guy right now. Let's do this. But let's go find this pleco. Let's go take this out because I know... Matt, what'd you miss so far? You missed... Let someone inform Matt what he's missed. We missed... you missed exactly what made it Hell Week. 4 different things. It was setting up the Fluval FX6. Was hell. Took me 3 hours. I had to deconstruct my 5-gallon tank. That was hell. I had to set up an emergency tank with a 5-gallon. Hell, had an ammonia spike in my 29-gallon. Hell, lost some fish in that 29-gallon. Hell. And that platinum beta fish also had fin rot. Hell. All right, we're also, so if, yeah, when it rains, it pours, it's right, Matt. When it rains, it pours, it's right. So hopefully we can, I mean, this is also an impromptu thing that I'm doing right now, where I'm going to try and find this pleco. I really hope it's right back there. I don't know what I'm going to use to try and check out what's back there. We're going to try this bad boy out, maybe. I think that's the pleco. I don't know. You guys are going to see George fight the net a lot right now. But I hope the pleco is back there, because if I've had a pleco jump out of a tank once. I'm going to move this around. Okay, the pleco's back there. I see it. He's actually a little tattered up right there, but there he is. He's a pretty big rhino pleco. He's pretty cool. I actually really like him. I got these rhino plecos like when they were that big, and they're probably about 6 inches right now. Wow, look, there he is. There he is. Look at George. Look at him. Look at George. Ow! Ow! All right, we're going to put this piece of wood back. Typically, I don't aquascape my tanks with a net, but this guy is not nice to me. George is very grumpy. Very grumpy fish. Very grumpy. Look how nasty he is to me.
Hiya, Georgie.
George? George!
Come say hello to me, George. Come on.
He's not happy right now. Oh boy. You know who would never do that to me? You know who would never bite my net when I go to get him? Steve! Steve the Stingray. That's who. He'd never do that. He'd just sting me, that's all. So what's going on, guys? That's what I've been dealing with. But I will guarantee I can kind of give you the updated schedule here. This Saturday, I'll be coming out with a video. It's a pretty cool video. It's about having like a polishing filter. It's something I used on this tank when that wood was all sucked up in there. It's really cool. It's so cool. It's like a DIY project I did. My first DIY project. I'm going to say it again and again. It's really cool. So if you're watching this live, this Saturday is a very cool project. Everybody could use this. It's really cool. If you're watching on the replay, go check it out because it might be out right now. And what else? Oh, the next video I have, spoiler alert. I told PetSmart about the filter problem I had with that 5-gallon nano tank upstairs. They let me take the entire tank back to PetSmart. Literally took a used tank that I've used for 1 full year and brought it back to them because they couldn't replace the filter because there's a lifetime guarantee on the little filter. They said, hey, give us the tank, we'll give you a brand new one. So there's a video coming out on that. And side note, guys, look at the shirt that I'm wearing. I was making the video before this live stream. So yeah, that's actually a pretty cool video. I'd take you through the full steps of everything. Literally the printing it back to PetSmart, to bringing it home, to setting it up, to this, that, adding the fish. It's going to be a really nice video, guys. Yeah. So that's all I really have to say. If you are watching this live stream for the first time, my live streams are always exotic, chaotic, and tropical. I don't really do this type of format where I kind of talk. It's more me interacting with you guys. You guys control the live stream. Say crazy stuff. I will respond to you. But yeah, let's go. What should we do? What should we do, guys? Fun fact, actually. So, some of you might know this. I went live on Instagram, and this is my 15-gallon quarantine tank. I don't really shoot a lot of video of it. DEA. Yo, is the DEA watching this right now? Yo, I'm not a narco, man. I swear, I don't deal drugs or anything. Yo, check out Steve right now, though. Yo, what? Guys, do I have to say anything when Steve is doing this? Like, do I even have to talk? Like, do I have to say words when the Stingray is doing this? I've had Steve the Stingray now since like November, December, January, February, March, 6 months, 5 months. I still am in like, whoa, like I have a Stingray. So I thought about getting a Stingray, and then it kind of like whoop, went away because I was like, this is too crazy. I can't get a Stingray. And then I was like, when my coworkers got him, Joe, you've seen him in a few of my videos. He got a Stingray, and I was like, well, if Joe can get a Stingray, maybe I can get a Stingray. And I remember when I had him in this basement, in like a bag that I got him in, I looked at it and I go, what the hell am I doing? I love this guy, though. Steve the Stingray is the best. I feel like, is he the channel favorite? I need to start doing polls. Link in the description below. Who do you like better? Is it Steve the Stingray or is it George the Oscar? Who is it, guys? Little poll down in there. I mean, little poll downstairs. Do we like George the Oscar better, or do we like Steve the Stingray better? Like Pete the Procholatus, like he has a name and everything too. But people like him, but he's not like, you know. People are like, yeah, Pete the Procholatus. But Steve, though. I mean, look at that guy. Look at the pattern on him. So nice. Mad Fish Diva goes, George, because Oscars have more personality. Steve, don't listen to that. Don't listen to that. Me personally, when it comes to Steve versus George, it's tough. I don't know what you guys like as, you know, the followers and subscribers to the channel. Like, I don't know. For the the versing, like the little competition going on, sometimes I like George a little bit better. And other times I like Steve better. And to be honest with you guys, when I first kind of got George and he was growing and everything, yeah, man, cichlid OG. I mean, I love cichlids. This is like my dedicated cichlid tank, like the big cichlids. So the female Jack Dempsey, George the Oscar, and my pike is somewhere back there. This is like my dedicated big cichlid tank. This is going to be more so like and I say this very lightly, community tank. Oh my God! I got to tell you guys this. This is my first time on video of these fish being in here. I have clouded archerfish in here. Check that out. Okay, there's one over there. There's one right there. And one right there. There's all three. 4. 1, 2, 3, for. Guys, listen. These guys are freaking cool. Literally, these are the types of fish that will literally, they spit water. It is the coolest thing you can probably ever experience in the fish keeping hobby. So my goal for YouTube is to become the king of exotics. People always say, oh, freshwater fish aren't as good looking as saltwater. Let me prove you wrong. Let me prove you wrong. Video of my haters. Yo, this is a video for all you freshwater haters out there. We're gonna go ahead. I don't know what I'm doing. We're gonna go ahead and prove to you that saltwater fish stink. No, I'm only kidding. Am I? We're gonna prove to you guys that freshwater fish are just as nice. I mean, come on, guys. I'm not saying that saltwater fish aren't gorgeous. They are. They're great looking, and there are some ugly. There are some ugly freshwater fish, but I don't know. I'm not a marine biologist. I think that there's a ton more species of saltwater fish than freshwater, just because saltwater takes up like 80–70% of the world. So, I mean, guys, take a look. Enough of me. Don't look at my face. So, first of all, these guys are like little, and this tank just keeps getting green. It's because of these new fluval lights. These are really powerful lights, these fluvals. Threw away the boxes, so no. I have them on literally every single one of my tanks. Have these aqua sky LEDs. They're like completely remote. They are really great. Not remote, but they'll like Bluetooth. They put them on a cycle, the whole bit. So this tank has been green. It's not even cloudy anymore. It's like clear, but it's green. Dylan, this isn't a Fortnite channel.
Stop, Dylan!
So guys, these fish are actually coming out of this tank. Hold on, I'm lowering. We're done. We're done. We're done with the tripod. We're gonna go ahead and lower the legs because we're running around now. We're running around now. All right, let's take a look at this tank. I just got done treating this tank with General Cure. There's a lot of cool fish in here. As you can see, if you look over here, there's a hell of a lot of poop. The reason being is that there's a lot of plecos in here. I literally do water changes on this tank every day to every other day. There's 4 plecos in here. Name your favorite species, Dennis Studio says. Donald Trump, name him that. Who am I naming Donald Trump? I think I'd get a lot of hate for that. Pleco poo, yeah. So I have a royal pleco over there. I have a gold nugget you could see over there. There is a king tiger pleco over there. I'm sorry, king tiger pleco. No, but what? No, it's a king tiger pleco. Over here is a gold king tiger pleco, gold tiger pleco. There's another royal pleco here, and yes, someone just said eating that driftwood. Royal plecos eat driftwood. Let's name the beta Pence or Trump. Listen, we're not getting into politics right now, guys. But if I did that, woo, the hate would start. Vote 1 for Trump here. Name it Dylan. Where are the? I'm like on the floor and stuff. Where are these plecos? Where they at? Where they at? Old blue Acara. I can see the beta. I'm missing. Can I see the beta? I miss him. Yeah, sure, of course. Let's go. I don't know where am I. I'm like missing all my plecos tonight. As long as they're not on the floor, I don't care. They can hide all they want. Where the hell is it? So look, you can see that's the king tiger. You can see the tail right there of the gold tiger. Oh, and there's the other royal pleco. There he is. There he is. All right, let's take a look at the beta again. Whew, I'm running around like crazy. Beta boys. So if you missed before, this guy had a little bit of fin rot, but it's getting better now. I treated the tank with some salt, and literally after I put salt in this tank, and did a few water changes. The beta fish. People want to name it Ghost. Guys, go ahead. Guys, seriously, go ahead. Drop some names. I am literally putting this in your hands. I am not choosing the name. I'll administer the name, but I am not giving the name. I'm not going to be the creative one here. I came up with a few names. What kind is the beta? This is and guys, I'm not a beta fish person. I literally know jack shiznit about betas before getting this fish. It's a half moon, I think. Or crown tail? No, crown tail is the thing. It's a half moon. It's a half moon beta. What's up, Ultimate Fish Keeping Show? What's up, King and Queen Cichlids? How you doing, man? G-Day. Ghost or sways in correlation with the ghost. Sways. What is sways? I don't know what that is. Hello, King and Queen. But yeah, guys, it's up to you guys. I'll make 46 live streams until this guy's got a name. So you guys are gonna be the ones naming him, not me. Give me a good name. I don't know what Swayze is. That sounds pretty cool. It sounds like Patrick Swayze. Oh, Swayze. Swayze. Is Patrick Swayze super white? I don't really know. I know the name Patrick Swayze. I don't really know who he is or whatnot. I know Patrick Swayze, though. Putting you guys back in the tripod so I get a little bit of a better hold on y'all. I would love to show you what I'm doing upstairs, but it's for another video. Casper is a name. Oh, Patrick Swayze's in the movie Ghost. Gotcha. I thought we were getting like a little bit like Eminem. Eminem. How do we feel about the name Eminem? Now, not Eminem like the candy. I'm talking Eminem like the rapper. Putting you guys on top of the 75 gallon. Nope, you can't name it. Well, Mad Diva, I always call you Mad Diva. Mad Fish Diva, you gotta give me some names then. Sorry I'm late. So what do you want? So what are you keeping? I'm sure probably went over this already, sorry. Keeping a lot of stuff, King Queens. I know I've been seeing you around. We're in the same Facebook groups and stuff. I'll give you, guys, this is a dedicated tour right here. Yo, multi-tank. What up, dude? How you doing? All right, I'm gonna pull you right now. I'm gonna pull out a piece of paper and start drawing over here. Just kidding. Save that for you. Now, multi-tank, guys, check out his channel after this stream. He does a lot of really cool stuff on his live streams. It's every Tuesday. He does a lot of really cool drawings and stuff. So check him out. It's really cool. I always like to tune in and see what he's up to. Oh, multi-tank. Take a look at these guys. You're doing archer fish? Clouded archer fish. Clouded. More clouded. So I have a total of 7. There's 4 little guys in here. And then there's 3 little... This is a quarantine tank. This is a quarantine tank. And they were actually all in the same quarantine. But these 3 ones are bigger. And this is only a 15 gallon. So I set up this tank before all that mishap happened. And those 4 archer fish were in this little 5 gallon. Obviously 4... archer fish, they're also babies. They're little archer fish like this. 4 of them inside of a 5 gallon is not the greatest, but it was either that or get picked on in the 15 gallon. So They were only in there for about a week or two, and they did well, so I put them into the 125. So King Queen Cichlids, you asked me for like a stocking. What do I keep and stuff? There's 21 people in here now. There was like 12 when I went over it, so we'll kind of go over it. I used to do, when I started my channel at first, I used to do like around the island updates, where I walked around and kind of spoke about each one of my tanks and like what's going. Check this out. Ah, man, he just moved. Check this out. Look at that. Look at that. These Hoplo catfish love to just sit. Where's some more? Look at these guys. But yeah, wow, the chat is blowing up, guys. The chat is blowing up. Hit that like button. When did I get into the hobby? Yeah, man. Thanks, dude. I appreciate that. When did I get into the hobby? That one fish you have. The one fish you have that was sick. He was the archfish, wasn't he? Did he pass or did he make it? It was been a while. Yeah, that one sick archerfish. It actually, wow, very good memory. That was from a live stream. That one archerfish did pass away. It did die. I did not lose any other archerfish. I kind of found out it wasn't a disease. No other fish in the tank got what that archerfish had. And I noticed that its mouth, the archerfish like to bite on each other's mouths when you keep them together. That's why it's good to keep them in a big group. That's why I have 7 of them. Their mouths, what happens is they keep biting at them, and what happens is they'll get infected. So one of them got infected, and I didn't know what it was. I was treating it with like general cure because I thought it might be flukes, just the way it looked on its body. And it turns out it was bacterial. That's what I think it was. Treating the tank with salt. I was very careful because there's plecos in there. But I started treating the tank with salt, and yeah, everyone else in the tank is fine. Tank is overstocked. Which tank's overstocked? I know you're not talking about this 125. Let's see what else we got going on in the chat here. Oh, someone asked me when I got into the fish keeping hobby. I've had fish almost my entire life. What happened was I had probably had fish tank when I was like 6, 7 with my dad. We had a 29-gallon tank. We had an Oscar, a Jack Dempsey, a Red Devil. We had a bunch of fish in the 29-gallon tank. Yeah. It was before the internet, guys. I was a young kid. It was my dad's tank more than mine. It wasn't obviously a good setup for those types of fish. So, yeah. But we had those tanks when I was younger. And I don't know what happened, but we kind of stopped keeping fish for probably about 5 years. My girlfriend, which is now my fiance's dad, was getting rid of a little 10-gallon. And I think he had like a Beischer in there or something. And the Beischer died, and he said, "Hey, do you want to take my 10-gallon?" And I go, "Hey, it's been a while since I've had fish. I'll take a 10-gallon." And I got the 10-gallon, and I bought this Oscar, that Jack Dempsey, and one Corridora. And I put them in a 10-gallon. 3 weeks later, after having the internet as a fish keeper and just wanting to make sure I have the best environment for those fish, I bought a 55-gallon for the Oscar and those fish. And then I upgraded, and now I have all these tanks. So that makes me sound like a bad fish keeper that I have. I bought a 10-gallon or inherited a 10-gallon for an Oscar. But I now know, guys, obviously I've been keeping fish now for 3 years again. I've been keeping fish for together probably 15 years. And obviously my best fish keeping is going on right now. And in 5 years from now, I'll laugh at some of the things I'm doing right now. Any fish keeper, I'm calling out anybody who thinks this way. If you're a know-it-all in this hobby, by all means, be a know-it-all. But we're always learning. That's just part of the hobby. No one's a master in fish keeping. You know, Joey DIY makes mistakes. All these guys, they make mistakes. And that's not making them bad fish keepers. It makes them normal. This is a hobby. We pick it up. You're gonna make mistakes. You're gonna learn from your mistakes, and hopefully you don't make those same mistakes again. Everyone's human. We all start somewhere. I get a lot of DMs on Instagram like, hey, someone literally just said to me now, if you're in here, hi, I'm mentioning you. Someone literally just said to me, hey, I have African cichlids, but I can't keep them alive. What's wrong with them? We started talking a little bit. He showed me the tank. He had a bunch of pieces of driftwood in the tank and sand substrate. I said, your pH is probably super low for them. African cichlids need a significantly higher pH. So he's like, all right, great. That guy now is going to learn African cichlids. Hopefully he does more research on it and learns how to keep African cichlids. That's the way it happens. If he becomes a successful fish keeper after that, he's going to look back and say, haha, can't believe I used to keep driftwood with African cichlids and had a pH of 6. It happens. This is part of the hobby. You're not going out and buying a dog. Some people, you go out, buy a dog, they'll say, hey, let's go ahead, take a look at your house and see you got the right rooms for it. You live in a 1-bedroom apartment, you're not getting this Great Dane dog. For fish, they don't do that. You can go ahead, walk into a Petco and say, hey, I have a really cool 3-gallon tank that I just inherited from off the street. Didn't even fill it up with water yet. Don't know anything about the nitrogen cycle. I'm going to go ahead and buy an Oscar. Okay, let's go ahead and do that. You're going to go ahead, buy an Oscar, put it into a 3-gallon tank with no filter on it, and what's going to happen? The fish is going to die, right? Nobody cares. Nobody cares about fish. Screw fish. They're only dumb fish. They're dumb. They got small brains, right? Maron, you're going to get smacked up. No, but seriously, we're always learning, guys. We're all doing stuff we all should learn from. And you know what? We're going to learn it all when we're 88 years old. And I'm like, guys, if this is your first time in one of my live streams, I'm really good with the chat. Typically, I'm like, for 2 things. One, I'm ranting like crazy, which I'm maintaining 20 people in here, so I'm kind of happy about that. Number 1. And number 2, you guys are talking up a storm, so I definitely do like that. We got Matt's Monster Fish. We got Mr. B's, Cichlid OG, King and Queens. No, not Noella, Jane, Fish Rich. What's up, NY Gold? NY Gold, we got to hang out, dude. We got to meet up one day at these fish clubs. Alluring Betas is in the house. What up, what up, what up? You need some mods. I have mods. Matt's Monster Fish. Matt's Monster Fish and SC Fishkeeping. SC Fishkeeping's not here right now. Him a robot. So what's going on? What's going on? I had shirts today. So excited for next week. Get nerves. Yeah, what? I posted a video with a word. Was long. I'm just going through these guys. Bunch of hellos. Passion for Pets says our Red Devil is acting like he's got swim bladder issues. That stinks. Sorry to hear that. I actually had for swim bladder issues, try a pea. Try feeding them peas. That typically helps a lot. One of my blue cars was having some swim bladder issues, and I starved the tank for 2 days and fed the entire tank with peas. I don't know what happened, but he started, getting better. My first fish tank was a 29-gallon, included an Oscar 2. Had no clue what I was doing. Live and learn. Absolutely, man. We all had that same tank at some point. Absolutely. Flower that into a water. At least you have the internet. Always something to learn. Yep. All right, everyone's basically saying about learning and stuff. Absolutely. Multi-tank addiction goes, I know absolutely no, I absolutely know everything about not knowing anything. Soft water, great call. Yeah, man. This is what I mean when I say it doesn't matter how many subs you have. Good info like that can come from smaller channels. Yeah, thanks, man. Thanks, King Queen Cichlids. Appreciate that, dude. Screwfish. What up, what up, what up? Okay, I'm catching up here. King Queen goes, Matt, you're blowing up, brother. Mad respect. Yeah, dude. Matt's Monster Fish's channel growing like crazy. And my gold says, yes, we do, Ant. Yep, dude, we're gonna meet up one day, dude. We're gonna meet up one day. What's that nano tank behind you at the bar? Alluring betas, don't you want to know? I'll show you right now. Discus or angelfish? I'm gonna have to say angelfish just because I've had. Thanks, King Queen. It's beta fish. I'm gonna have to say when it's angelfish versus discus, and I just realized this TV's been on the whole time. Look at this. Check this out. The TV's just been on. I don't know why this is on. When it's angelfish versus discus, swat that troll. Yeah, I know. I see that troll. He's trolling over here. Matt, if you're in this, get that troll out of here. Also, I mean, if you're calling me out on stuff that's legit, call me out. So, alluring betas, this is my beta fish. This is a platinum beta fish. If you're not here before, if you are not, I don't know. Matt, everybody else knows. I don't know. If you weren't here before, I'm trying to name this platinum beta fish. The platinum beta needs a name. So if you guys want to go ahead and talk about some names, we heard the name Casper. I'm not a big fan of Casper. Yeah, Braxton Davis. He was timed out. Who was this guy, Braxton Davis? I don't know who he. What was he saying? I didn't even see what he was saying, to be honest. I saw he was timed out for 300 seconds or minutes. I don't know. Yeah, but alluring betas. Check this out. Yeah, this is a platinum beta fish. I got him from Green Oasis Farms. Gandalf. Wow. If I was a Lord of the Rings, was that Lord of the Rings? If I was, wow, that's a great name, Gandalf. Matt's at work. Matt, thank you for playing hooky, dude. Thanks, Matt. Appreciate that, dude. Gandalf. I'm not even a Lord of the Rings. Look at that. Wow. This is a beautiful, beautiful beta fish, guys. I'm not even a beta fish fan. But I am a fan of... it's so funny because now... To kind of give you the story, I was kind of... What is that? Oh, some leaves. Yeah, the flaring. Yeah, it's great. It's really great. People keep saying Trump. Why do people want me to call the beta fish Trump? I'm gonna get in a lot of trouble. Wait, people like... Hold on a second. We might be onto something here. Two things. Number one, I like the conversation we're having. No, poor beta fish. Well, I just lost my train of thought. Two things. One, Gandalf. So, my first time checking out your live stream. Great stuff. Amazing fish room. I will be back. Talk to you guys later. Fish fam for life. Peace out, man. Appreciate you stopping by. See you on the next one. Master is a nice name. Master? I don't know if I can call a fish master. Like, oh, yes, a master. Anyway, Gandalf. Gandalf is... That was a good name. I don't watch... I never saw any of the... Lord of the Rings. I never saw Lord of the Rings, but it's a good name. Call it Donnie. Why Trump? Do you guys want to get me like yelled at? Like there's gonna be like some liberal people in here being like, "You misogynist bigot calling a beta fish Trump." That is criminal. You need to watch them. No, I don't want to watch Lord of the Rings. I'm a Star Wars guy, guys. Come on now. You feel me? Star Wars. No Lord of the Rings. Gandalf became known as the White Wizard in Lord of the Rings. Oh, no, right? Where did Trump come from? I don't know. I don't know where Trump... Master Beta. That's like... Master is like a really hot, like high title, and Beta is like a very low title. So that's kind of funny. Name it Hans. Name the beta. I'm not gonna name it Casper. I mean, I watched Casper when I was a kid, but it's so basic. Oh, so one thing also, guys, all of the fish, I do like going with like old white man names. So that's why George the Oscar, Pete the Prochelatus, Steve the Stingray. So Gandalf would be a little bit Luke. Ooh. I have a good name. It coincides with Star Wars. What do you guys think? And I told you guys said I can't name it. I told you guys first that I wasn't gonna name it, and that I was gonna have you guys say the name, and I'll say cool. I came up with the name Eminem, but Eminem also doesn't coincide. Jabba. I know. I see the Star Wars. What do you guys think about this? Star Wars Episode 4, Obi-Wan Kenobi, a.k.a. Ben Kenobi at the time, if you were like the originals. He had all white hair. What if we called the beta fish Obi-Wan, or we can call it Ben, like Ben Kenobi? What do you think? 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 Everybody's ready? We're Fortnite dancing in here. Or just Obi. Gilbert. I like Ben. Yeti. What was the what was the thing called in what was that thing called? The big monster thing, like the Sasquatch. What was that called? What was that? What was that big not Chewbacca. That would be a cool name if Chewie was white though. No, it's in Star Wars Episode 5. Should we call it Chewie? That doesn't go with the. It's a white fish. It's platinum. It's a platinum fish. Like the Rancor. Name's taken. Kenobi. I think it's gotta go with Obi. I'm a big Obi-Wan guy, and if we called that beta, I'm gonna love. I like the beta fish right now. I do like it. I'm gonna freaking love it if we call it Obi-Wan. Tauntaun. No, not the Tauntauns. Not the Tauntauns. When Luke Skywalker was hanging upside down, and the thing. Long Island, are you going to Aquashella? I will not be going. Oh, see, people are liking Obi-Wan and Kenobi, so I think we're gonna go with that. Actually, we're gonna go with that. I'm not going to Aquashella. The event that I probably am going to be going to. It depends. I'm getting married in November. I might be going to Aquatic Experience, AE. Gilbert for the win. I don't know about what's Gilbert. I don't know. Gilbert's good. Gilbert's good in regards to the old white man names, but it doesn't have anything to do with platinum beta fish. Let's switch up the scenery here a little bit. Let's go like this. Well, we're talking about the beta fish, so maybe we can keep the scenery over there. Whoa, just got dizzy. Watch, we'll go like this. Go like this. Perfect. Go to the NEC. I know, Don, you keep telling me about this. It's like so soon. I know, and like everybody from my fish club was talking about that. I don't know if anyone's going though. I gotta shave a little bit. But yeah, Aquatic Experience, that's gonna be MetLife in Jersey. Did I make anyone yawn? Sorry guys, I've been literally like, since I got home from work, I ate, then I did something upstairs for fish related. Gandalf was a gray wizard who turned into a white wizard. Gandalf. But like, Star Wars is better than Lord of the Rings though. AE is awesome, it's a must. Yeah. In regards to like those things, I'm definitely probably going to be going to AE. That's probably the highest probability of me going. I know it's like, it's a long thing though. You made me yawn. I was sitting in a courtroom all day. Oh no. Don't forget, AGA. I am probably not going to Seattle. I'll be at all the events this year. Cool, Lauren. That's great. I mean, to get personal with you guys, I'm engaged. I'm getting married in November. I'm saving up money right now. And flying. I also have a little bit of fear of flying. So not really all for it. Good night all. Great stream. I'll look forward to seeing George, Steve, and Gilbert next time. But yeah, I'm engaged, trying to save up some money and stuff, so also have the fear of flying, so I definitely don't want to fly out to Seattle or Dallas. I do fly, but only every so often. Last time I flew was to Austin, Texas. Thanks, guys. Appreciate that. Last time I flew was to... I fly for a living. Don't be scared. Wow! What do you do, Alluring Betas? What do you do for a living? Name this one Obi and get another one. Call it Vader. Whoa. Dennis, that was dope. Might have to get like a black female. Call it Vader. Wow. Yeah, we're going Star Wars. Ed. Oh, that's a good one. Yeah. Wait, Alluring, what do you do for a living? Why are you always flying? Are you a pilot? Are you a... What are the people that are on... Flight attendant. Are you a flight attendant? You could get a female and name them Han and Leia. Oh, that's not bad. Flight attendant. That's cool. See, you're flying around the world like that. I have so much respect for that, because and I don't have like a terrifying, crazy fear of flying, but I don't know. It's kind of like it used to be like a fear of like flying and like crashing and stuff, but now it's almost like a claustrophobia thing I have. I don't know. I know it's all bullshit, so I'll get over it. My fiance loves to fly. She's been flying her whole life, so it's gonna have to be something that Star Wars themed Betta tank rack. Well, I'm also going to be moving, guys. So I have a saltwater tank set up here. Well, not set up. I have a saltwater tank here. I'm waiting to set it up until I move. Hopefully moving into a house. Long Island real estate's very expensive, so I'm praying to God that we can afford a house. We're looking at houses and apartments and stuff. So if we live in an apartment, I'm going to have a lot of work ahead of me. I'm probably going to slow down YouTube just because the tanks are going to be downstairs in my parents' basement. And probably my apartment can only maybe take that betta fish in a 29-gallon, if I'm lucky. Lots of people take medication when they fly. Yeah, oh, Lauren Bettas, don't you worry. When I go flying, I'm going to be drunk as a skunk and or some other stuff. My husband takes beta blockers when he flies. Yeah, I heard about beta blockers. Me either, just a fear of crashing. I'll take Jack Daniels when I fly. So I used to work for a TV network, and I used to have to fly for work. And every time I flew, I was always a very early flight. So luckily, I was already half asleep. Jim Beam. I mean, we're talking about alcohol. Should we take a look at the? This is a fish channel, but we could take a look at the rack that's over there. I used to take an early flight. I used to wake up like 5 o'clock in the morning, and I used to have like a little water bottle of, not too choosy. Yeah, I'm a whiskey guy, so, little water bottle of like whiskey, and I used to down that, and then I'd be fine for the flight. I'd like sleep for a little bit, and next thing you know, I wake up, I'm in my location. So, but that's yeah. So we're talking about, if you're just joining in now, we're talking about like Aquashella and some of the other things around the United States. And Jim used to be my best friend many years ago. Whoa. One of the archerfish just jumps. Off to bed, guys. Got to go back in courtroom in the AM. God knows how long that'll into the evening. All right, Passion for Pets. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate you being here. All right, so we've been streaming for a little bit over an hour now. I know a lot of you guys kind of just joined in, so we'll go for a little bit longer. Check out Steve. Literally, I could probably do a live stream of just Steve the Stingray, and I think people would still just love it. Lord of the Rings had some pretty good battle scenes. All right, Fish Tropic. Oh my goodness. You're hella fun, man. Thanks, Luring Betas. I mean, look at this guy. Multi-Tank Addiction thinks I should stream for another hour. Hey, Bracken. Yeah, Geophagus steindachrii. There we go. So this is a female. So, guys, and this is kind of, I'm going to go into a little bit of detail about, right now, about how this is like the darker side of some of the stuff in our hobby. Like, where you can kind of get, like, genetically bad stuff. So, I went to a fish store, and I bought 3 Geophagus steindachrii. Where's that one female? There's one of the females. I bought 3. I bought 2 females and 1 male. And I bought them when they were probably about yay big. They probably grew about 2 inches since I've gotten them. That's one of the females, and the male is up there. One of the females was like, how big will that ray get? The Stingray is a mini marble Matoro mixed with an A Paracchio. Both of those types of stingrays, a male will get to be about 12 inches, 10 feet. A male will get to be about 12 inches, and a female will get to be 15 to 18. The owner of... I'm having way more fun than I have. No, multi-tank, it's fine. Have fun, dude. This is what we're here for. I bought it from Kel's Stingrays in Brooklyn. That's actually who I gave my peacock bass to, and I reference him in some of my videos. Oh, what's that beautiful color, electrical blue fish? That's that blue fish is a electric blue Acara. Pretty cool fish. I have so many electric blue Acaras for my fish club. I think I have like 6 of them. I've given so many away to friends that have fish tanks. They're like $20 fish in a pet store. I'm all over the place. This is what happens to me in live streams. Acara in the house? No, Acara is not in the house. So wait, the stingrays. Look at him. So Steve's dad is in a mini marble Matoro. His dad is 3 years old or 2 years old, and he's only like 12 inches, or no, he's 10 inches. And the female, she's like 4 years old, and she is, I believe, 15 inches. So Steve is not going to get that big when it comes to stingrays. So like an actual true Matoro or Black Diamond, they could be like huge. Matt's Monster Fish is in here, and he knows a lot more about stingrays and the species and I'm yawning like crazy, guys. I'm sorry. Matt knows a lot about like the different types of stingrays and such, like pearls and all that. So he might be able to answer some of those questions about some of the other species. Man, I can't type to save my life tonight. You got the ADD likes me. I know it's not. I don't have ADD. I don't have anything like that. But I will admit that I do get sidetracked very easily. So if someone's like, "Hey," and I'm not like this in real life, only in these streams, because I know when I'm in other people's live streams and I ask a question, I'm like, answer it. So I like to answer kind of like right away when someone asks something. Geophagus steindachrii. So I bought 3 Geophagus steindachrii. Yeah, sure, me either. Bought 3 Geophagus steindachrii. One of the females, so I've had them for probably about 2 years now. One of the females died about 6 months ago. It wasn't sick. It wasn't anything. It just stopped eating. It started laying on the bottom of the tank. And it was like that for like 2 months, 3 months. I treated it with internal parasites, everything, nothing. The male that I have is starting to display the same exact type of behavior. And I know he's not going to make it. It's just because of the genetics of the fish. It's not sick. It's not anything. It doesn't have ick. It doesn't have parasites. There's no bacteria. There's no nothing. It's just not a good quality fish. It came from a bad source. It's something along those lines. Something there wasn't good. This male used to chase around. So that's the male. For the past 2 to 3 weeks, he's been hanging out up there, literally doing nothing. He doesn't eat. He doesn't do anything. He just hides up there all day. And he used to be aggressive with this female. He used to chase this female around all the time. He used to beat her up a little bit, actually. Now, all he does is hide. And it wasn't because of the move in the tank. He used to do it in here. Apple snails. Apple snails are really... Nah, I don't think so. Now, here's a great example of a high-quality fish. This is the Geophagus steindackeri male. Take a look at this male. Look at the coloration on his forehead, color in his body, the nice dorsal fin on top. Right? We see that? That is a hyper good quality male. He's breeding at that young age. Take a look at him. That's like triple the size, and there's no coloration. There's no nice dorsal fin. It's a completely beta fish. Not an actual beta fish like that one. And that's like a mild quality female. There's a nice quality female in here that's holding eggs right now. There she is. See the coloration on the mouth on her? And how the nice dorsal fin has that nice red on top? See that? Good, and the red on the mouth. Really good, high quality. Yeah, Bracken. Yeah. So there's no other. Thank you for these Anubias plants. And here I'm getting off track. My plants have exploded like this. This one right here. Oh, thanks, Dennis. Appreciate that, dude. This plant right here, I've had it for a while. And when I had my old LEDs on here, it would never grow. Now that I have these new fluval LEDs, they've exploded. Like, there's now all these in the center are all new growth. You know what, Bracken? That's kind of crazy you say that, because that male is all by itself in my 29 gallon, and he's displaying crazy color. And there's 2 females and a male in there. I actually heard the opposite. That maybe that the red hump, because I do believe that the red hump will come out more if there's a male in there. Did someone say catfish with a question mark? Yeah. Yeah, the mostly just the nuchal hump became smaller. Yeah, I've noticed that because I was actually in the pet store the other day, and someone actually had Geophagus steindackeri there, and there was a male that looked just like mine, the body, but the hump was so much bigger. And obviously there was a lot of other fish in there. This is the only male, so maybe you're right. Maybe I have to look. What I'll probably do is maybe get another fish, another Geophagus steindackeri, to put with them. But yeah, definitely. I think that's a good idea. I know I said I'm gonna try and get them to breed. Yeah, Dennis, I don't breed any fish like actively. Like I don't say, oh, I'm gonna try and get these to breed. I thought about doing that with the Jack Dempsey, this female. I tried once. I got like a little Jack Dempsey male for her, but I kind of gave up on it because I read about how nasty and aggressive they get when they start breeding comparative to other fish. So I actually rehomed the male Jack Dempsey. So yeah, no, Bracken, I don't know if you're new. I kind of said this in the beginning. She's holding eggs right now. They literally just spawned tonight. That's why like there's like big divots in here. They spawned tonight. Bracken, go look at my channel. I have a video like Geophagus spawning. It's like maybe like 8 videos down, 10 videos down. It's a pretty cool video of these guys, and they're small. These guys are they're in a 29 gallon, and they're like not even grown out of it. The male is probably about... Oh, he was just doing the little shake. Yeah, they're not even, you know, they're a great breeding pair. Today's the day that they did it. I know that they take 7 days, 7 to 10 days to release the eggs. So today is Wednesday. So next Wednesday, I'm going to take that female. I'm going to put her in here. That's because he spawned with the lesser quality female last time. And I also had the ammonia spike in this tank. If you, after I end the chat here, go back and listen to the beginning. I kind of went through everything that made this the hell week. After the ammonia spike, I kind of saw that that the eggs and the lower quality female, she kind of released those eggs, and they kind of obviously couldn't last and was standing inside the ammonia. But yeah, this time I really want to try and get the Steindackerai eggs out, or the fry out. So we'll see what happens with that. I definitely want to try and get that to be successful and stuff. Let's see that big comment we just saw. It's really up to the male how aggressive the jacks get. Mine are super chill. They also cover up their pot and have Tiger Oscar to block. Yeah, that's why I have that. I'm not a big... I like natural setups in my tanks. I don't like putting anything fake in any of my tanks. That tank over there is the only tank where I have that pot in. And I only have it because I have a bunch of cichlids in there. Without those cichlids, I really wouldn't have that pot. And I know that the Jack Dempseys love those pots. They're cave dwellers, so... they do like to hang out in those. But, yeah. So, guys, I'm going to go ahead and put some thought into the beta fish name. I think I do like the Obi-Wan Kenobi. I don't know if I'm going to call it Ben, Obi-Wan, Kenobi. I'll put some thought into that. But I'm going to go ahead and end the stream here. I do appreciate you guys for watching. If you did like this stream and want to kind of watch what was done beforehand, go ahead and check that out as well. I bred those 5 years ago, and a super small breeding size. I stripped the eggs for about 12 days, and then basically free swimming. Yeah, Bracken, you're spot on with everything that I read there. I completely agree. I heard that they do reach sexual maturity at 2.5 inches for Geophagus Steindackerai. Very cool species. Very cool. I'm moving them into my 125 soon, and I just hope that they don't lose. I know, obviously... I know they're polygamous, so they'll breed with like a bunch of different fish, or they'll breed with one male will breed or spawn with like 4 different females. So he already has that. You know, he has those 2 females. I might add another female, or if I might actually look for like a non-dominant male in a pet store, and like might buy like 2 more. We'll see what happens. I'm gonna play with that a little bit. Again. And I'm going to be emptying out or like getting the fish that's currently in quarantine out of quarantine. So when I do that, I'll have a little bit more leeway in regards to like adding fish in there. Geophagus Steindackerai aren't a common fish around Long Island. I have been seeing them pop up a little bit more than usual. So again, this Saturday, I'm going to be going to some fish stores. Maybe I'll see something good. What's up, JW Aquariums? Awesome stream to keep them coming. That's my life to do the whole day in the pot. Only there must you can do it. So he is a normal male, lol. Hey, can you see your archers again? See you have a good rest of your day. Hey, J-Dub. Yeah, I have a really hard time. What's up, Jay? Doing well, man. I have a really hard time saying goodbyes. Not hard time, but I give really long goodbyes. So for me to hit the X button on a live stream, I'll say goodbye. On even some of my videos that I do, like I obviously edit. I only have seen them one time. I bought them and there was one. Wow, that's great. Wow. That's really great. In real life, I give really long goodbyes because I hate saying goodbye. So things like live streams and even regular videos, I'll just say like my sign off. I really want to see your archer one more time, please. Yes, multi-tank. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. So there's one archer. I know, alluring. I know. There's one archer. There's 2, 3, 4. Look at those guys. Those 3. Archer gang. 5. No, that's 4. Okay. And then we got these guys. These guys are bigger. This tank had a little bit of a problem though. And there's these 3. Again, these guys are probably about an inch bigger than the ones that are in my 125. And I know there's no background on this tank. I had a 10-gallon quarantine, but I kind of needed to break that. There it is. That's my old quarantine tank right there. But this is a 15-gallon. It's a little bit bigger. I need to get a new background for it. I actually don't mind not having a background on there. Awesome aquarium. Huge tiger barb tonight. But yeah, so multi-tank. One thing I would say, these are clouded archer fish, not banded. I know that was a gold nugget pleco. I'm a big pleco guy, guys. I said this before. I'm going to be the channel that challenges saltwater channels, saying that my fish are just as good looking as your saltwater fish. Heather, what's up? Heather, how's it going? Long Island Fish Guy's #1 fan is here. Yeah, I have a bunch of different plecos in my 15-gallon tank. That was a gold nugget pleco. And these guys are all going to be graduating out of there. So my gold nugget pleco and one of my royal plecos will be going into this tank. Then I have a king tiger pleco in there, and I also have a gold tiger pleco in there. And also I'm actually going to be putting a lot of different plecos in this tank, and then I'm also going to be moving the Steindacheri and stuff. Yeah, clouded archers. So multi-tank, what I was going to say to you is, there's banded archers and then there's clouded archers. You want to make sure you get the clouded ones. Now, banded archers you can find in a pet store for like $7 all the way up to like $15. Because they're brackish water fish. They will not live long in like completely fresh water. Now, the clouded archers are expensive. I got a good deal on mine. And some of the bigger ones were like 28 and the smaller ones were like 23. So I got 7 of them. You do the math. They were a little bit of money. So yeah, that's why and also they do better in groups. So I would highly recommend, if you get archer fish, either buy, not planning on a brackish. Yeah, don't do brackish for a 125. If you do plan on doing archers, do 1 archer fish or do like 4 or more. Like I said before, they get very nippy on their mouths. So it's good to get that aggression kind of spread out. It's also good if you have some dither fish like I have over there. I keep going over here to look at the betta fish. He's doing really well now. Really happy about him. Like, this tank has a lot of fish in there, so. And yeah, someone commented before, catfish. I have 5 hoplo catfish in here. So there's 3 right there. There's another one. Alluring betas if you're here. There's the blue acara. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, and there's the 5th. There he is. You're gonna try and breed. I don't think that clouded archers or any archer fish are being tank bred right now. So if you can get your archers to tank breed, more power to you, man. One more thing. This is all I'm showing you, and then we're signing off, guys. We've been streaming now for an hour and a half. I told myself I was going to stay strict to an hour, but I never can. Blue car is my fave. Okay, guys, so I can take you guys out of here, actually. So this was the emergency tank I set up. This is my emergency tank I set up when my 5-gallon in my room got broken down. If you like hoplo catfish, these are albino hoplo catfish. Albino hoplo catfish. Yes. How insane is that? Yeah, it'll be a 2-hour stream. And this is a Yes, that's albino boys. Look at them. Look at them. Albino boys, dude. Albino boys. They're sick. Super uncommon fish. I love them. And then I actually wasn't going to get them. And I passed on them the first time. Then I went back and bought one. And then I went back and bought another one. That's also a marble hoplo catfish. So, guys, what's up, the aquatics? You must breed them, I know. So, hoplo catfish don't get the respect that this hobby deserves. Back when I was a fish tank noob, I saw. This is one of my first hoplo catfish. I believe this one right here is this one. This is my first one I bought. And I was like, you know what? Let me try this out. I'm like, it's nothing. It looks whatever. There's no thrills to it or whatever. You know what? You guys want to see something cool? Check this out. These guys are super playful. I'm going to put my hand in the tank right now. I told you guys I was done with the live stream. Was that a tiger barb? What is that? Ew, Synodontis lover. Yuck. I don't have tiger barbs, so I don't know what you're talking about. What tank are you talking about the tiger barbs? The 125? That? Describe what you think the tiger barb is. It was barbish. Well, these are rainbow fish. These? Talking about that? These things? These guys? This is not a. This is a flagtail. It's a Prochulatus. It's Pete. Pete the Prochulatus. Yes, yellow and black. This is not a barb. This is a very great fish. Very good fish. Oh shit, Steve's swimming up and down. I can't put my hand in there like that. So guys, I'm gonna hold off on putting my hand in there because I don't want to get stung by the stingray. Because he might sting me if I put my hand in there. So watch this, guys. The catfish swim right into my hand. Like, they're very playful. Look at this. Hoplo catfish are super cool fish. Like they actually, like, and this purple spotted gudgeon loves biting my hand. They'll come over. See, they love it. Ah! I don't do that. Don't do this often, but I actually haven't done this in a very long time. They just love. I don't know what it is. I think they just like the feel of the hand. I've never hand fed these guys, nothing. They actually always they like fight over my hand sometimes. And this purple spotted gudgeon here literally like loves to bite my fingers. Ow! Ow! That actually really hurt. So these are also called armory catfish. So their scales, if you go against them, it literally hurts. They're little babies. See, they're not used to it. The big boys are what really like to swim into my hands. This is my second one I've gotten. And they, Steve is not having fun right now. He's hiding in the corner now. All the other rainbow fish are like, what's going on? My two big original hoplo catfish, they swim into my hands a lot. Kind of scared to do it now because it hurt my hand so bad. All right, I'm gonna go read the comments and hear the savage things you guys are saying right now. What's going on? Steve looks hungry. You just reminded me I needed to feed Bubbles. I honestly thought you guys were going to be more savage. Look, Steve the Stingray did not... This tank looks so green on camera. It's really not. Steve the Stingray was like, yep, nope, his hand's going into the tank. I'm going to pass. So... I really thought I was going to come back to some savage comments. But yeah, guys, I'm going to go ahead and call this a stream. We streamed for an hour and 40 minutes. So definitely do appreciate some of you guys being here for almost the whole time. Definitely did have a blast. If you did like this stream, be sure to smash the like button. Let me know if you like these streams. I only stream maybe like once or twice a month. If you want me to stream more often, let me know. You know, slide into my DMs on Instagram or, you know, one of those types of things. You know, I enjoy streaming. I like interacting with you guys. So definitely let me know if you guys like this. Bro, I'll keep checking you here. Have a great night, bro. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it.